Next at 10, you could call it a rare kill that is not sitting well with some residents in Sauk County.
Leland, Wisconsin, about 15 miles northwest of Sauk City, is home to about 8 white and albino deer. So rare, this big hunting town has formed a truce to keep them safe until this weekend when an out-of-towner bagged a buck. Only News 3's Marc Lovicott has the story of the town of Leland that they can't stop talking about.
Yeah, Sarah and Eric, we'll start off by saying that this, was a perfectly legal kill. For starters, white and albino deer aren't protected in CWD zones like this area. And second, the deer isn't true albino. It's called a piebald, as it has a small dark spot on its hindquarters, so it would not be protected anywhere. Does this all matter in Leland? Absolutely not. Among the rolling hills in Sauk County are what locals refer to as treasures.
The first one appeared probably 9 years ago.
There aren't many among the countless deer that roam this area.
You wouldn't believe the hundreds of people that come just to see those deer.
This is one of those deer. A handful of white and albino deer call this area home. The extremely rare creatures usually bring joy until this past weekend.
I was pissed.
From locals at the town bar to avid hunters.
This is a moral issue completely, and it is really disappointing.
No one can believe anyone would take one down. In fact, the town has even made a pact to protect them, especially this big buck that was shot by an out-of-town hunter on Saturday.
Everybody says, you know, we're not going to shoot this deer. This is too special.
I just can't understand how people can be so selfish, not think about the beauty for everybody to share, how rare they are.
This deer and his handful of white and albino offspring are so special, Amy Sprecher,
this is Spunky, who is now gone,
has named them. And she has certain names for the hunters responsible for Spunky's death. We found their camp abandoned. We're told they're from Fond du Lac and will be back for more hunting this weekend. And when they get back, they'll be met with some very angry townspeople.
I hope they really feel like they're a big, strong hunter because they took out the white deer and stole it from everybody.
It's kind of how we've all felt, you know. It's so unique to have something like that around.
I spoke to a few big avid hunters tonight. They literally came out of the woodwork when they learned we were in town. All told me, legal or not, they would have let this buck go because of how rare and beautiful it truly is. Residents tell us they want the DNR to do more to protect these extremely rare creatures, even if they're not full albino, even if they are in a CWD zone.
It'll be interesting to see if this creates some change.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marc.
Sure.